Alrighty fam, welcome back to another episode of my Byzantium Let's Play, where in the last episode we fought two wars at the same time, which were actually fairly decisive, honestly, considering how slow and grueling we played it out. One, of course, a coalition war, resulting in a white peace, led by the Golden Horde, our enemy, and the other, of course, being this current war that we're involved in, which is a war over the French throne. Now, we do require, I think it was 86 war score to win. We've got Tikkun war score, and I'm going to have one stack sieging the French provinces whilst we go towards defending our own land from rebels this episode. Pretty crazy and intense stuff, and I just want to say that a big ha-ha in your face to this game in reference in regarding the French being absolutely completely potato when I was fighting the Spanish and I had to do it all myself. Well, guess what, game? What the hell? Speak of the devil. I'll tell you what, that last war against the French guys would have been much more difficult if he had 50,000 Frenchmen walking around, you know? There's no doubt about that. But his 50,000 Frenchmen, all of the troops that he actually has... Oh, now 33,000. So he did either delete or suffer some losses or something. That's good. Have been sitting out in the New World. Yes. So there's one thing I want to do, guys. I'm really worried about Liberty Desire, and actually, believe it or not, I think in the long run, we're going to enforce here. Now, keep in mind, piecing out France as our rival for PU, it's going to be worth like literally 100 prestige. We can pay off Milan's debt. That might be the move, but we do have a little bit of debt ourselves. That was only worth 5. Okay, I regret doing that. Wait, what? Oh, no. For some reason I read that backwards. For some reason I thought it went up there. I'm just an idiot. Freaking myself out for no reason. Alrighty. I don't want to go really low in prestige for a few reasons right now, including I want to be fighting some rebels. Which points do we least value? Probably still actually our military points. I think that this is the cheapest province to do that. So that costed about 150, and he should be good, right? Our relations, whatever, Liberty Desire should just kind of improve. Wow, so the French have actually made a bit of an appearance. I guess he was transporting some troops around. Okay. Are you serious, Milan? Now, I'm improving relations with England and the Netherlands. I'm a little bit afraid that the Netherlands is going to be a huge Netherlands here, guys. I'm very intimidating. Improving relations with them. Trying to prevent them from coalitioning us, which is going to be a huge issue. Let's do military one more time. Feels bad, man. Okay, so does this go away? Yeah. Our unrest is looking much better. Interesting. We've got some Frenchmen walking up. So were they in Africa or something? I wonder. I still have to go prevent these Ottomans from progressing, guys. And we're quite poor. That's with, of course, our war reparations. We're quite poor. Or war taxes, rather. I don't even know what I'm saying. Ignore me. Yep. So I'm going to go actually transport some troops over here. nice. Naples is responding by the looks of things to attach. That's good. How many are we going to have there? Like 24,000? That might be enough. Yep. If we bolster him with a good general, that might be enough to do exactly what we desire, especially if we can fight the Ottoman stack on the hills there. Cool. 95.6 of the way integrating Naples, which is very good. And things are really going to pick up once we integrate Naples. I am quite concerned about the aggressive expansion that we're going to receive from piecing the French out. And the liberty desire as well of Austria and France, both of which I imagine... Hey, Russia's helping me out, what a boss. Yep, Austria as well absolutely hates us. It's not negative 200 at least, but our diplomats are certainly going to be preoccupied. Okay, I guess our light ships can get back to work. That should help out our economy, right? Even 10% in Alexandria is, what, like two ducats at least. So this siege is going to finish soon. I suspect that we should be able to piece out the French fairly quickly if we just go walkabouts and siege up, you know, these provinces that do not require or do not flip back with forts. Naples is a coming, which is good. You attach, please. There we go. Let's go fight the Ottomans in the highlands, and then finally that bloody stack should have been dealt with. But we have other rebels of different factions, not just Ottomans, coming down the line. I don't want to. I do want to check out the aggressive expansion, guys, to see if anybody's about to leave the threshold of coalition. But at the same time, I don't want to return my diplomats, so we're just going to sit like this for a little while. England is fighting this war, which I suggest he's going to be successful in. So I think the French did certainly lose some land. I think they lost these 3 provinces at least, but probably those 2 as well. I'm not 100% sure. I know Austria lost that 1 province, but that's okay. I'm just happy that they remained in the Union. If Austria was released from the Union, you know, that would have been quite upsetting, because we would have just been able to sit peace them and not actually get any kind of personal union. Alright, are these Ottomans still progressing? They are. That's okay, we're going to do just fine though. Because of France's low enthusiasm, we'll be able to piece him out very shortly. And you know what, just because it's starting to sketch me out a little bit, let's actually go resiege this back from Gascogne, this fort. For all I know, that is progressing there, and I don't like that. Let's go. There we go. France finally got an heir. I was a little bit upset about how long it was taking, because, you know, in another life. See, he was automatically transporting, guys. This stupid game, I'm telling you, that's the bug. You know, the bug involves the automatic transport, without a doubt. I'm convinced. Alrighty, so I want to kind of look at the coalition situation. Our overextension has finally gone, which certainly helps out our little babby economy. Okay, So we can accept it. That's pretty cool. But that is our problem. So we actually have a truce with Scotland. Portugal was fairly close. I don't know about Venice. I mean, it would take a long time for Venice not to, join. According to this, England would not join the coalition. That's probably a relations thing, not an aggressive expansion thing. Which means, because of his friendly status, I suggest we should be able to grab him as an ally if this coalition starts building. Yeah, so a lot of nations we have truce with, guys. Like, if you look at Ottomans, Karaman, Mamelukes, France, Liege, all truce. Papal State, truce. Burgundy, truce. Genoa, I think truce. I'm not 100%. Golden Horde, truce. Brittany. So Provence is the first nation with no truce. Hungary, I think we've got Mantua truce. Let's check. Yeah. So it's Provence, Hungary. The Palatinate. My hopes is they're afraid of us, guys. Salzburg, Alsace, Bohemia, Brabant, Savoy, Ragusa, Spain, Venice, Portugal, and we have a truce with Scotland because of this. Yeah, it's probably worth... Now, the Netherlands won't join either, but I'm pretty sure that's just because our relations. Let's chuck a diplomat in Portugal. Maybe that will be faster. I don't know. But we're not going to peace out until we've integrated Naples. I know that much. So let's just keep sieging and looting France. I'm definitely going to be looking for somewhere to spend my admin as well. I did plan to go into the Golden Horde, Maybe Hungary is the way to go. Maybe if I declare on Hungary before he joins the coalition, that's going to give us truce with these nations. We have call for peace, that's a bit of a concern. Okay, so Milan is improving in Liberty Desire, which is significant. Try to prevent myself from suffering so much. Attrition. Now, most likely the French have a lot of debt. That's one way. I broke progress by mistake. That's one way we could improve our Liberty Desire, I suggest. Of course, it would take us some loans at this point, because we are not so wealthy ourselves. In fact, integrating Naples, we may find, is actually not the biggest strength for our economy. We might find it's actually a weakness, a detriment to our economy. Of course, ultimately, it's going to give us that much more influence over Genoa. Gosh, that's another thing, We've picked up so many, being distracted. I would really like the global trade to spawn in Constantinople, and more specifically our own country, but we've been quite distracted. It's probably an understatement. I think maybe incorporating Naples will weaken this node a little bit, because, and also maybe France being not occupied will weaken that maybe. Yeah, because his, what are they called? Merchants will disappear from the game. It's fairly close, but I'm wondering how we're going to grab another 6. Light ships would impact it a lot. We don't really... It's not that much of a possibility for us, though. We would need a ton of light ships. So Naples is about to be integrated in 1 or 2 months. Finally. Pretty cool. Our reputation will be under 0. That's bad, dude. I need that, but to be cheaper. We might have to just bite the bullet and grab him, because... Uh-oh, rebels. Okay. Soon these are going to be our problem. Make sure to finish the siege here, because these rebels are our rebels right now. I'm actually going to take the unrest there. We're quite a stable country. I don't like the fact that our prestige is already fairly low, you know. Alrighty. Portugal's negative relations. Can you go to war, please, Portugal? So Portugal, we really broke these two alliances. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't re-allied each other, because Portugal's allied to... Oh, I thought he was allied to England. What am I looking at there? He's rivaling England. I see. Interesting. Yeah, never mind. Spain is at war. Maybe he will not join the coalition because of the war he's fighting, which is huge in terms of the coalition not being so strong, as he is a very powerful nation right now. Alright, so we're about to get a diplomat free from that. Sick. That looks great, though. I love it. Now these are some good states, right? Look at that. Sicily's #1. Love it. Yeah, feels good, man. Where are the other ones ranked? I'm not sure I know their names. Like, let's have a look. Central Italy requires Rome, so that's actually, you know, not as high as it could be. Of course, it's incredibly powerful because Rome is 39. But yeah, this one's good as well, man. 19, 30, 17. And I think this one should be good, except we just don't own the land. Yep. It's real good. It's real good. It's going to be expensive to take over Central Italy. Now this one, I think, is pretty much garbage. Yep. No good trade resources. They're all hills, which are not very good for developing. And they're all low development, so we're not ever going to really state that one up, I don't think. Sort out the nobility. Cool. And I want to take out this rebel stack now. So let's have a look here. Maybe another year or so, eh? It's hard to say. Let's look at our Liberty Desire here. 25. That's way more than I would like, honestly. Okay. Who is somebody I can get out just by improving relations if we're going to be sitting longer? Savoy is pretty insignificant. Maybe Bohemia. Wow. Really bad relations. No, let's go for Saxony. Saxony is the emperor, guys, if you are not aware. No, it's Munster. He just won the war. It's actually Munster who's the emperor. One province minor. Oh, okay. Saxony's fairly weak as well then, eh? I don't know. I'm trying to think if it's not apparent. If we're sitting here for even longer, trying to wait for our aggressive expansion to reduce, we should be improving relations with other people. So here's the thing. Portugal's aggressive expansion is going to reduce, so we don't need relations with him. Let's just throw it down with anybody who is near positive, like Hungary's dumb, Venice is dumb, so I guess Savoy and Brabant. Why not? We've got one in the Netherlands. Yep, why not? Okay, well, Savoy hates us. That's a reason why not. Let's do the Palatinate. We also have call for peace, though, eh? Jeez. It's not good, man. Life's not good. Sometimes life's hard. Can take one of the ideas there, reducing our mercenary maintenance. It's not that I want that specifically, it's just that I want to progress in admin ideas. Oh. Okay. Get some mercantilism in there. Feels good, man. By the way, I hear a lot of people saying that word mercantilism. I don't personally know which is the right pronunciation. Perhaps I should just assume that I'm a dummy. But I've always said mercantilism. Okay, this guy's on farmlands. Not ideal, but we outnumber him. Enough, I say. Yeah, so that didn't have much an effect there, unfortunately, on the amount of wealth in Genoa. Whew. This is pretty stressful, guys. The aggressive expansion feels bad, man. And I really want to expand as well. We may find ourselves fairly shortly. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Oh, we inherited Navy. Excellent. Probably, yeah, look at that. We're only 2 over. The amount of Navy we inherited is trivial compared to the amount we gained from stating up all of this, or so much of it. The force limit, the naval force limit there. So this is 1 light ship and 1 transport. Great. Both good for us. Okay, relations are max with the Netherlands. That's good. Oh, I should be fighting or re-sieging and stuff as well. So as soon as Portugal does not have the aggressive expansion to join the coalition, guys, I'm going to peace out. He's at 52, and obviously he needs to be at 49. 50 is required to form a coalition, naturally. Doesn't feel good though, man. We're going to be fighting French rebels, I suggest, as we sit here, and luckily we counteract the war exhaustion increasing with this, and we will diminish the war exhaustion quickly, but right now we are gaining war exhaustion. Alright, we got some rebels. Quickest way to deal with these is just to fight them, this event, and they gain loyalty. Loyalty with the burghers. Lovely. Whenever you have good, loyal burghers, guys, they put extra effort in to making the tasty burgers. It's real good. Double up the cheese, double up the patty. Everybody feels good, man. It's a fiesta. With our Diplo, I would love to do some sick development if we have any valuable resources. Let's have a look. That's a good province, but I'd like to convert it though before we do it up. So these are Turkish provinces that we've stated are very significant like that. Whew, that's such a wealthy province, love it. Alrighty, surprisingly, I actually think we are gonna do some culture. Yep. Become Greeked, and then we'll this nice farmlands province. We're gonna boost this iron big time. Poor Bulgarians. We're not killing them, guys. We're just showing them the better ways. The better ways, except I love Bulgarians IRL. So, a little bit not sure what's happening there. But whatever it is, it's not nasty. Because we're really civilized guys. God dang it, suffering a little bit of attrition here. Oh, well. Let's fight these peasants there. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, mate. And Portugal's under, right? Yes, he is. Let's go. Oh man, we're about to feel some fallout for this, guys. So here we go. Let's quickly just check that France will fall under a union. Yeah. Looks to me like we will be getting Austria as well. And we're going to take all of his money because we need it, but also it gives us the opportunity to pay back his debt, helping out the Liberty Desire. So here we go. Naturally, 2 unions. Beauty, mate. Naturally, Liberty Desire is a thing, unsurprisingly. But before we look at the fallout, let's just bask in the glory a little bit. That diplomacy, mate. Not bad, mate. These guys are negative relations, so just forget it. Yeah, could definitely free this dude up and go for another ally, even without going over, our relation slots. A stronger ally to defend us. So here, let's look. Okay, that's not too bad, I would say, actually. It might get worse as they train some troops or something, but yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Milan's happy, which I'm really happy about. Oh, okay. That's all good. We're going to jam some relations. So how old is our ruler? 34. We got a ton of prestige. Oh, no. Wow. We're already having a lack of rival options. That's quite crazy. Alright, naturally we need a diplomat in both of these nations to just max them out. They need to be positive relations. So we're going to be operating on 1 diplomat for some time. 1,000 ducats in debt for Austria. Oh boy. 400 for France. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait on that. I'm going to pay off my one and only loan, and we're going to try to feel some of the prosperity. So if okay, let's grab that. He just went down a massive amount of relations for some reason. He desires our land. That's why. All right, we're going to be won over our relations for some time. Got a royal marriage with him, which will break eventually. I probably just should have kept him as an ally, to be honest, but it's whatever. Until the royal marriage broke. That's all good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so Austria's going to be all good. He might even help us out. I mean, he's in a lot of debt and the AI's derpy, but better than nothing. And no coalition yet, which is very nice. We might find that by the time speak of the devil, by the time the Spanish would have joined, they won't have the 50. That'd be good to see. So what does it look like this war? Switzerland, Saxony, and Anhalt, and Saxony is not the emperor. Alright, guys. I think, let's have a look. Yeah, Hungary's over and Switzerland's over. Anhalt is not, I don't think. No. And Saxony's not. Feels a little bit bad, man, guys, but I'm going to declare this war to try to keep Hungary and Switzerland out of the coalition, or at the very least, even if we do get a coalition, stagger their truce times. That's what I'm trying to do there. So we got to win those battles. Now, I didn't... Nice, he's 2 tech behind us. Awesome. I didn't make another third rival, but as far as I know, we don't have a third rival option. So... Okay. Now, who's next on the agenda, guys? Who do we PU next? Pretty sure we're just supposed to just PU the whole world, right, guys? Just Kajaz. Been there, done that before. Alright. Cool. I guess 3-3 is probably better than 5 at this point. Now, from... Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. That access. Love it. From Hungary, let's take some of Croatia. Okay, this coalition grows. It is what it is. The coalition is actually usually emboldened when you're fighting another war, so keep that in mind. I'm really hoping that Spain doesn't join and then we lose that aggressive expansion. That would be ideal, so that he cannot join. And with Hungary, we can definitely be taking, I guess, probably that. Probably that, maybe less for aggressive expansion's sake. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool, because it's going to allow us, of course, to walk all the way into northern Italy. And hopefully fairly soon, with a little bit more, we will be able to walk, you know, everywhere, including all the way to France. But that feels pretty great, guys. I hate this ugliness here. Got a lot of truce with these factions, naturally. But, I really hope our heir doesn't die at a young age, because naturally we would lose France in the Union, which is pretty upsetting, but it's best to just be optimistic with those kind of things. That would be extremely upsetting if it was to happen. Nice, we actually have access here because of the large amount of war. So how about we use our Siege General on that stack and go for the Swiss capital. Now, making some money, which is good, but we could certainly do with more. So I will try to separate piece who I can, but taking the cash just in general is a good move. Whatever cash they may have, it shall be mine. Let's use that general for the fighting. Very important that we win the battles, of course, with the Holy War CB. And Austria can be a little bit of a liability. So why don't we, rather than trying to just sit on that fort, try go for helping the battle situation. You know what? Let's go for Pest. Just go for Pest. Fort level 1 and make the Hungarians that much more demoralized that much sooner. But I am only using 1 stack to siege at the moment, trying to defeat his troops in glorious combat. Gotcha. No cheeky ninja maneuvering this time, are you, AI? Beauty. Feels good, man. Yep, so let's continue to go win battles, and how about... Oh man, our access is so janky. Yeah, okay, let's try to get the Swiss out of this war. We've had this mission to recover Antioch for so long, man, but it gives us a nice reward. I think it's 10 prestige and 50 admin. Of course, that 50 admin is what we are most interested in. So, our negative aggressive expansion is negative 133. Forced union is negative 100. Of course, these are all tapering off. Broke alliance, declared war, was at war, and used royal marriage as a pretext to claim throne. Oh boy, it's going to be difficult to get him into the positive, but because of the 100% peace out, we should have a long truce with him. Yep, we've got 14 years. to appease his liberty desire. Of course, we will, if we need to, we can reduce it with siphon income or whatever. What is it? Enable support loyalists, I mean, by 20%. But we can also develop his land, etc. So, it is what it is. I was saving up some of these points to develop if we needed, because I thought the liberty desire would actually be worse than it is. With that in mind, remember guys, I do actually want to like convert this to Gothic, for example. But we're not going to get the Union. I mean, we're almost Empire government rank, but we are not going to get the Union ultimately when we form Rome. So we only have Greek and Turkish accepted culture. So I'm going to, obviously I have a bias towards the Greek culture, but I'm going to be spreading those two and nothing else, not Pontic or Gothic, even though, you know, we're about to accept Pontic and Gothic. Okay. Let's do some cheeky relations with England. So we're almost here to give us some nice war score against Liberty Desire with France. Well, that's a lot of manpower. I'm tempted to take that. I'm going to take that. This 15 modifier will go away in the next 14 years anyway. Although the relations, though, no, damn it. I can't really take that. He might be under 0 and then we lose him in a union. Ah, that's upsetting. That 11,000 manpower was making me drool. Making my chops moist. Sweet. Get wrecked. How are we doing on... Looks like... Wait. Yeah, we got ticking next month, I think. I want to go and fight these rebels. At least the land's orthodox out there, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Love it. Let's put this light ship to project trade in Alexandria. So we got 13 years if we want to look at that, man. They're increasing in Genoa because of the colonies faster than we bloody are. 13 years to try to get global trade. I'm not going to lie, guys. I feel like it's going to be hard. Our influence in the West is just crazy at this stage of the game compared to our influence at the East. I didn't expect it to be this way, you know? I wouldn't have been surprised if by the time it was the year 1600 I had all of, well, at least this area, but all of Arabia. And, yeah, I intended to do some cheeky maneuver in Africa, if you recall. But, yeah, I did not intend to be sort of so raffle-stomping Europe at this stage. I mean, this is pretty impressive. If we maintain this situation, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I won't complain. You know, if we don't have global trade spawn in our country, it's not the end of the world. It's just a nice bonus. To be quite frank. Just little 2Ks walking around. I gotta keep an eye on him. Alrighty. With Pest falling, that's all that is required, of course, to peace out. Now we have a fort in that area. Yeah, dude, our Liberty Desire is really nice with the nations which are not France. Which makes me feel good, man. And of course we did force religion on Milan, which I almost completely forgot about. Looks like he's converting this. Wondering if any other provinces are convertible. Not right now. 88. Oh, that's about to be convertible. Cool. 3 years away. Alright. Yeah, he's got some unrest, the poor guy. Let's do that before I forget about it. It's soon going to be progressing, and because of our missionary strength, it should progress quite quickly. Alright, let's go win some more battles, I guess. I might switch roles. Oh no, that was our little sieger. I want to go win some of these battles, but this stack, go siege something. There we go. Try to stop suffering just such a large amount of attrition. That's -10. I like that. Very good. That also helps with livers. Sweet. Catching up in tech. It's a lot of unrest, man. Maybe it would be smarter just to do like that. I think I might just do that, guys. It does the trick in terms of access. Yeah, I think that's a smarter move. We kept them out of the coalition, you know. These guys, like Hungary, would have joined this coalition, guys, by far. And this gives us the best odds of Spain not joining. Although I think he will end up joining, but... which would be good if we manage to avoid that. The reason I'm most sort of concerned, I suppose, is a good way of saying it, about Spain, is because he's such a powerful nation that he can really determine whether the coalition's kind of afraid of us and tapers off, or, you know, becomes bolstered. I think you feel me. So I'm going to try to piece out Switzerland here and take his money, because money is good for us. It's definitely going to help our subjects just be a little bit more optimized, but also their liberties are naturally. I mean, to be honest, it's been quite some time since we've done any of this. Like, okay, so most of them have been done in Italy, which is good. But, yeah. Yep, it would be good to build some buildings as well. Including, like, we got a lot of buildings, like naval buildings. Manpower buildings would help us as well. Manpower's been in the pits for the longest time. This will give us some nice war score against Hungary. Coalition builds and builds and builds. But at the moment, it does not look that formidable. We have to be really aware of our truces, though. Like, yeah, that whole bloody coalition comes up in 2 years. And definitely the move, without a doubt, is going to be like, do you know what I mean? Immediately declare war on the Golden Horde, for example, and fully annex these two. To not only, I suppose, sort of truce time them, but just straight up remove them from the game, so that their aggressive expansion is kaput. Can I get lucky one time and just siege? Yes, love you. Game lucky one time. Give me that cash. Can't force religion on him anyway. It's whatever. Sweet. Surprisingly, his... Really? You can't... Okay, I don't have access. That's awkward. Well, we best stick together. Do you have access up here? Nope. Okay. That's okay. Surprisingly, his enthusiasm is not low, is what I was going to say. But our war score... Peace out. No, these guys were cheap. Can we grab another cheap guy? How about inflation reduction? Yep. I like inflation reduction. Power projection's only at 60, guys. Alright. Alright, so yeah, for the reason I said, hopefully Spain doesn't join. Let's take only liquor, but that does destroy the Hungarian navy. And it does give us access all the way into northern Italy to actually walk, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Oh, it also gives us Holy War CB against Venice. Love it, mate. Excellent, so that's going to be an episode, guys. It'll be interesting to see, because I'm actually quitting my session here, recording session, if this coalition diminishes when I log back in, which is very often what happens when you open and close the game, it sort of re-evaluates. Okay, back to war we go, but it's just against Lithuania. That's going to be really nice and easy. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm really happy. Looks pretty good in Liberty's eye. I'm actually more worried about his, unhappiness here, but I reckon, yeah, in the next 14 years or however long we had, we should be stable in that sense. I'm more worried about my actual ruler passing away. So if we look at our rivals, it's Poland and Spain. I'm actually quite baffled, maybe now that we have the unions, but that the Mamluks became invalid, because, I'm looking at him kind of like, it'll be a little bit challenging to go in there, but I'm definitely looking forward to doing it nonetheless. And yeah, I guess the best way to get power projection from Spain would be the reconquest of Aragon. But right now we've just got so much Liberty Desire, we best begin integrating Milan. Know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, guys. Obviously Poland's another option to go into, but he's going to be in future coalitions if we go in there. But yeah, it's about time. It's about damn time we go in. Russia should help us. That's perhaps what we're going to be doing next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.